morning. This is a soap carving class. This particular class is designed for children. And I start with a bar of soap. The patterns are all very simple, like the fish. I like to do fish with the children because there's a lot of room for change in it. I like to have a success rather than do something more complicated, like the Eskimo lady with her papoose, and have them fail. It breaks real easy, but also it molds together. If you want 2 bars, you can mash it and it will stick. And the first thing I like to do on the bar is to take off the name. My tools are very simple. As you can see, I got 3 basics: a gouge, a skew, and a knife. If you take off the logo on it, you just scrape it very lightly. You don't lose much soap. With a pattern, this is a flying fish. This is a fish. If you put this on here, you can take a pencil and just trace over it like this. Then you have the imprint of the fish on the bar of soap. When you're not actually cutting a lot more so as to shaving it, you have the lines in here, you follow the line. This is a fin, and it's only going to be in the middle, so when you cut back to it thusly, you just shave a little bit off. It's a gentle thing. Being gentle doesn't make you any less masculine. And your fin's going to be real thin, and you have a mark right here where the meat of the fish stops. When you trace it like this, it will break off when you cut to it. So you stop, you have a stop cut, and you stop, and you just brush it off. And you just very slowly cut away. It's real soft, and they move fairly fast. It's just soap, so if you mess up and you break a piece, you just throw it in the shower, go take a bath. Then you want to round off your edges, because I'm not seeing very many square fish. I'm sure they're out there. SpongeBob, he's square. You have a fin on the side. So you just trace that out, and as you shave this, you stop where your mark is at, and it just falls out, and the fin is left sticking out. We have this one laying on a rock, so we cut it here. That way when we go to round it off, the rock is left sticking out, and the fin. You don't want to cut your fins off. So it's all a very gentle scrape. We don't take off big chunks because it will break off. Usually when you get to an edge like this, if you'll stop and cut from the other side, you won't take out big chunks. A lot of times if you get to the edge and you continue out, like on this edge right here, it snapped off his tail because it broke. So you stop and you cut back from the other side to keep it from breaking off. Thusly. Okay. So right here we have his gill plate. Just cut up to it. Then down the fin. And you just keep shaving it off until you get it rounded like you want, or scrape it with the edge to make it flat. Another thing that's handy is like when you go to shape this fish, you look at it, because you've cut this side out. When you look at it, you'll notice that the opposite side started to raise up. So you look at it this way and you shave the high edges off. That way it's not lopsided. Again, we're working with a bar of soap, so how hard could that be? Just remember to not snap them off by cutting your edges all the way through. And by the time you check your pattern 2 or 3 times with a pencil, you can actually roll it over. You can see the picture of it on the back side where you've penetrated the paper, so you can lay it on there backwards. And then you can check your pattern with it like that. And a pencil, if you do like this, you'll get in places where you can't see what you're doing. So I always drag it in front of me so I can see where I'm going. And then make the marks. That way you'll have his fin in the same place here, his gill plate the same over here, and just mark his eyeballs. Then you have a print of it on the other side, or reverse. And you shave up to his gills stick out. Around his fin. And if you need to clean your highly technological tool, I use a piece of glass. Use a pop bottle or a window glass. I don't recommend that you bust out somebody's window, and then you just shave it. It's very sharp. It will clean it off and it sharpens it at the same time. So now you have a sharp edge and it's fairly clean. To sand this off and make it smooth, you can rub it with a paper towel or a bandana, and you just rub it just a little. It's a bar of soap. How hard could it be? A paper towel works good, bandana works good, and then you polish it up just rubbing on it, and it takes the grooves and stuff out of it. Damp, it doesn't have to be wet, just damp, and rub it. Then you can use it to bathe with. It's all very simple. Patterns can be anything as complicated as the turtle and the Eskimo. Here's a pelican that I've started. I haven't finished it. Patterns are easy to come up with. Like I say, you can go to a variety of fish. They come in all sizes and shapes. Turtles. This one is actually a sea turtle. He doesn't have any eyes yet, so he's blind at the moment. And the fish, like I say, pretty much guaranteed a success with children. You don't want to do something complicated and then have them say, I can't do that. So you keep something simple where they have a success. It helps to build self-esteem when they say, I can. And you'll probably never find a bar of soap in your shower again that hasn't been carved. It's fun, big clean fun, simple and easy.